Hello, this is your local business systems builder, Lebone, and we are coming at you today with another project that you can use to see whether or not I can solve any of your problems in the real world and how I did it so that you also know how to solve it yourself in case you are unable to afford any of my services, but you would like to attack and resolve the tensions in your business and anywhere else really, because business is not the only thing we're capable of solving. So, when it comes to this problem solving thing, just a side note, you'll notice that a lot of it is just getting stuck in with the problem. It is literally just going in, facing the difficulty that you need to face, and then finding out how you can then resolve it. And the way I do it is I rely on the depth of information that I've consumed over time, one, and then tools, right? So this is how I resolve most of the tensions and business problems that I face. I'll find the process for how to get it done, of course, understanding the fact that all problems are just opportunities to, yes, those are your competitive advantages. Funny enough, that is your competitive advantage. If you are the one that resolves that tension while other people are living in it, you that becomes your new competitive advantage. That becomes the thing that you can go to market and go, because I was able to resolve this thing, I can compete at a higher level, or I'm more competent than the next person. So these projects are just opportunities or circumstances where I found myself presented with a problem within an organization where I went, okay, how do we resolve this as quickly as possible? Not as quickly as possible, but once we've went through it, what are the things that we didn't like about the experience we had? It literally just that what didn't we like about the experience we had while going through this tension. And for me, for most of these, it takes too long, right? It takes too long to do these things, and I want to make them slightly faster so that I don't have to do the same thing every day. That is backbreaking in its nature. So I always try my best to systemize it for that reason, make it go faster for that reason. And this is how you get the projects that I have on my portfolio side. That is the logic, that is the reasoning behind why these projects even exist. Because if I'm able to store them, that means I do not have to repeat the same steps over and over again and start from scratch, right? Let's say I want to convince you that I am worth working with. I do not have to convince you by having to do the work in your organization for you to prove that I'm competent. I can just point you backwards towards this project file and go, look at what I've been able to do. Do you believe that I'm competent enough to resolve, even though the solution might not exist here? Do you believe that I'm competent enough to address even your problems? Because this is a wide array of problems that I was solving through these projects. These projects were very problem specific, they were problem led. So the discussion with the business owner, the tension with the business resulted in these solutions. They didn't come from the top of my head down to the business.